After registering, they actually gave me this little trading card packet thing, as well as a sticker book, which both are awesome gifts that I wasn't really expecting. I then walked along outside of registration and almost got lost in the halls.
Alright, so registration was pretty easy. We're going along now. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of wandering around right now, the marquee.
After finding my way out of the back rooms, now I was kind of just looking around for people that I knew from Instagram or things that I could do.
I see some more stairs. I'm gonna go up those. God, everyone looks so good today. Oh, I kind of just want to get to the top floor.
So I set out to get to the top floor. It looked like where the most stuff was going on, so I thought it would be a good place to start for whenever this weekend was going to be for me. I then found an escalator to ride, which is actually something I've already done in a fursuit before, if you saw my last video. So I was basically a pro.
Ooh. Up again we go. Headless lounge. All these signs keep telling me to go different places. Some of these suits are really, really good. I keep seeing furries I know, but I'm too nervous to say anything.
Because my first challenge was to get beer in me, I really didn't have the, social barrier of alcohol to help me walk up to the people that I loved to ask them for a photo.
So I've just been kind of wandering around. None of the events I have interest in are going on right now, so I don't know what to do. Whoa. Oh. Hi. Hi, Grub. Hi. I didn't see. Oh. Huh? Hey.
What's going on?
Hello. Hi.
That's it. I gotta go. Bye.
I think that was someone I DM Shibu. Oh god, I don't even know. I don't want to butcher it.
By the way, this is going to be a reoccurring theme. I keep having this name blindness for some reason. I don't know why. It did get better over the weekend though, and hopefully one day I'll be able to actually remember people's names.
I'm gonna text him and be like, hey yo, sorry for being so awkward. I didn't mean to. Hey, go out here? It's locked. Damn it. Got elevators. All of them, look. All of them are locked. The fuck? Make your mark, I'm gonna. Damn, I can't believe they have the patio closed. It looks so nice out there. I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna DM my friend and tell him.
Why did you run off like that? Crying, laughing emoji. Drive by hello? Crying emoji. And I didn't actually know what that meant. Turns out it was a person. I wonder what kind of content they make.
Hey! Shh! The baby's sleeping. Sorry, what's up? There's a fire.
Oh my god. After texting Emerald, yes, it's Emerald, I got it now, I decided to go ahead and continue the journey for the beer instead of trying to find any events.
Maybe they need to put a barrier.
Yeah. Quiet in the hallway. Oh my god. So I just walked into the bathroom.
While I was on my phone texting my friend, I actually caught wind of a bar I could go to, the 22 Stories bar. It was in the other hotel, the Hyatt Regency, and I assumed it was on the 22nd floor because, well,
Oh my god. It's the pee room. They pee in there. Enter here. I don't think I want to. Going back down. I've heard word of a food court. Food court. Yeah, I think I have to go down one more floor. Now to find the other building. Oh, they got a map? Why didn't they tell me they got a map? Okay. I shall find my way.
I then had to cross the very nifty sky bridge that led between the two hotels, and I personally just think these things are so hilarious. Imagine driving to work one morning at your new job, and all of a sudden you just see 50, 100 furries walking through a sky bridge. And it's only funny because that's happening to everyone all day. This thing was legit packed like 100% of the day. And it was on to the 22nd floor. Again, it makes sense to put the 22 stories bar on the 22nd floor, because it's the 22nd floor.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know where I might be able to find some alcohol? I'm getting closer. Let me sit, rest for a moment. Then it is on to finding the alcohol. I need to find the alcohol. It's nice to rest though. I've just kind of been walking around trying to find things. I mean, no event that I'm planning on going to is going on right now. First thing I actually have to be here for is until 1 p.m. But I was told that it would take hours to do registration, and it took like 5 minutes. Maybe I accidentally skipped the line. I don't know what happened.
I then made my way over to the Hyatt Regency, and I actually had to take my head off because I didn't have my handler today and I didn't want to get hit by a car. I then made my way up the glorious Hyatt Regency stairs.
They're down there at Lake Lands. What are you doing, boy? Alright, so I didn't find the bar. It wasn't on the 22nd floor, like I was advised. I hear TikTok music. I don't know where I am.
I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. There are 5,000 people here, and half of them are furs.
Okay, there we go. Oh, there they are. First bar, please.
Do you know where the bar is?
I'm looking for the bar. The 22 bar.
There's a bar downstairs that way.
That way.
And then there's a bar in the Marriott.
Oh, there was one in the Marriott?
Yeah.
Just the most people I've ever seen in a damn elevator. Alright. Back to look for the bar. I could just start asking people. The ultimate Bloody Mary. Is this the bar? Market. That was seriously the most people I've ever seen in an elevator ever. I didn't want to be rude and like flash camera at them, but you know. Oh my god. Is that a map? Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I figured it out. I can't believe it, I figured it out. Oh, it's this way. I'm on the way. You're not gonna believe this, but I think the bar is closed. That's the most disappointing 2 hours of my life.
So yeah, even though it was what seemed like the simplest challenge, something that I've never struggled with at any event ever, I had failed to find a beer so far. Because you see, it's not about the Furry Convention. It's not about meeting all of the people I idolize online, or meeting all the people that follow my Instagram or TikTok. You see, I came here for the beer. So this is not gonna be like my last video, where I just gave up after failing. I'm not gonna fail this challenge. Okay, sure, I'm gonna put the other challenges aside because this one seems to be kind of a main theme, but I was going to get a beer, no matter what. I would not stop. I would not rest. I would not lay my head or go to a single event before I got my beer. Okay, but first there's an event I RSVP'd to that I really, really wanted to go to, so we will be putting the beer off for now. Hey, I don't want to waste any of your time. I know tensions are high on Grub's adventure, but I need help. My videos need support. If you like my content and you want to see it get better, check out my Patreon. Other than being the #1 way to support my videos, it's also a place where you get sweet bonuses like no one else. You get to see director's cuts of my videos, where you get around 200% more content with less fast-paced editing that YouTube desperately craves. It will also be where my community gets invited to meets. These meets won't be advertised anywhere else, just like how my merch won't be going anywhere else. I never really intend on having merchandise for the channel to sell, but I definitely have plans to make stuff and give it to supporters. So please check it out. It's cheap as hell, but in mass, my viewers can help me be the best that I can be. And so my beer was postponed.
And, you know, that's what it's all about, really. Just, you know, walking, not finding what you were looking for, and then walking to something else. If I don't find this, on back to the marquee.
Wow. That is crazy.
I think I found soft mud.
Then a super cool follower of mine had approached me and said hi, and I said hi back. And then next thing you know, we were hanging out together.
All right, let's do this. We're good? Come on. Alright chat, so I've adopted someone.
Then, once me and my new friend had met up with their friends, they decided we were going to the liquor store to get beer instead of at a place where it was going to cost $11. Which, you know, I'm always down for. I love saving money.
I have found some friends and they're taking me to the liquor store. Hopefully we find it. Oh my god! No, don't run away, I want a picture. Alright, wait. How do we exit? How do we get out of here?
We're going down here. We're going down here.
That way?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And so we set out on our journey to the liquor store, which was only 1,000 feet away, but it seemed like a long journey when we actually did it. After finally finding the exit out of the hotel, we were officially on the streets.
Where's that? Who's got the navigation?
The liquor store, where's the liquor store? We made it to the liquor store.
I then finally got my beer. And then I stashed it in my head because I didn't want to be walking around with visible alcohol. And it was on the way back to the hotel. Now the challenge was to find a place to drink it. See, I had spent all this time trying to get a beer and didn't even think about what I would do when I got the beer. Because if you get a beer in a place, normally you can drink it there. But the issue with the liquor store is you can't drink it there. So now I was tasked with finding a place to drink this beer. Then, by chance at a crosswalk, we actually met this pretty popular furry prowler.
That's so cool.
As well as this really cool furry with the mini guitar amp. We then all planned to split off, some of us stopping by Starbucks first. I then checked up on my beer to make sure it was still ice cold.
Perfect. That's the strap.
After taking it out of my fursuit later, I actually realized that it was making it really cold, kind of like a refrigerator in there. I'm not joking, it was literally like there had just been an ice pack in there.
Sausage finished.
After yours truly, Grub, had finished his grub, I then actually had a meeting with a potential video editor, which I still don't have enough money for. Because most of my video ideas can't even be edited by me alone. They would take me months each, which is just not YouTube's vibe, you know.
Alright. I had a good meeting. Honestly, he might be the one. They knocked over a sign. Tokens is currently
Work off your debt for the rest of your life.
Am I allowed to post content as an employee? Am I
he's getting charged for late fees, man.
local lunatic.
Then, since I had nowhere to drink my beer and I didn't know anyone who had a hotel room, I decided to just kind of wander around until either 1, I found someone, or 2, found somewhere.
I'm coming back to the board game room because I want to go check out some of the board games. Okay, so I immediately gave up on the board game room because apparently the scanner was having issues. It's going great though. Had a good meeting with a potential editor. I definitely want to hire him, but unfortunately, I gotta wait until this whole thing is a little bit more self-sustaining. But I'm actually, I think, gonna find a little event to go to here.
Then the friend I had made earlier, Shio, actually told me that they had a hotel room, and it was in the Hyatt. So it was on to room.
So apparently he's in Hyatt Place, not Hyatt Regency. So I'm just in the wrong place. I knocked on some random person's door, and they were like, nope, this isn't the place.
Apparently, he wasn't even in the Hyatt Regency. I had to go to the Hyatt Place, which was the other Hyatt. How was I supposed to know that?
Okay, so after waiting at the elevator for 15 minutes, no joke, 15 minutes, that's not an exaggeration, I am finally a free man. Now, it wasn't the actual Hyatt Hotel that the convention is in. It was the Hyatt Place Hotel, which is nearby. So now I gotta walk to that, wherever that is. I'm just gonna Google Maps myself. Looks like I go down this way. Alright, so that's definitely, let me make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, yeah. This is definitely the right way. It looks like silver.
And so I made my solo journey across the streets of Atlanta for around 1,600 feet.
Alright, onwards to Hyatt Place, where I will go to room and get to finally drink my beer. I've worked all day for this beer. These boots were made for walking. Okay, so after this light, I take a left on the crosswalk. Okay, wait, is it this way? Hold up. Ah, I see. Alright.
And then finally...
God damn, that fucking sucks.
Wait, no, wait a second. Finally.
Yeah. Wow.
God, what? I got my beer. I'm not like some huge Stella Artois fan. It was just one of the beers that they had that I liked. But I kid you not, putting the decarbonation aside because it's been shaken up all day, and putting aside that warm factor because it's been sitting in a hot book bag for like 4 hours, this was the best beer I've ever had.